Did you know that some of the biggest names in entertainment left us today? It's hard to believe, but as the world keeps turning, we must face the reality that even the brightest stars eventually fade away. In today's tribute, we're remembering these legends, celebrating their contributions, and honoring the legacies they left behind. But before we dive in, I have to ask, what memories do these celebrities stir in you? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you appreciate the work of these incredible talents, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button as a sign of respect. Let's begin with the deeply saddening news of Abdul Duke Fakir, the last surviving original member of the Four Tops, a group that defined an era. Fakir passed away today at the age of 88, surrounded by his family at his home in Detroit. For those who may not be familiar, Fakir was a towering figure in the music industry, known for his smooth tenor that brought life to hits like I Can't Help Myself and Reach Out, I'll Be There. From 1964 to 1973, the Four Tops dominated the charts with 17 top 40 hits, making them one of Motown's most successful acts. Can you imagine the world without those timeless tracks that defined a generation? It's almost impossible, yet today we say goodbye to the man whose voice was synonymous with the very sound of Motown. Fakir's passing is a reminder of the fragile nature of life and the fleeting beauty of art. The group, originally known as the Four Ames, made their big break when they signed with Berry Gordy's Motown Records, after struggling to find their place in the industry with lesser-known labels like Chess Records. The Four Tops were not just a hit in the United States, they also enjoyed immense success in the UK, with 11 top 10 singles. Their impact was truly global, and Fakir, along with his bandmates Levi Stubbs, Lawrence Payton, and Ronaldo Obi Benson, created music that resonated across continents and generations. The group's only album to break into the top 10 in the US was the Four Tops' Greatest Hits, released in 1968. Even as musical trends shifted over the decades, Fakir and the Four Tops remained a cherished part of music history. Their Grammy nomination in 1971 for It's All in the Game was a testament to their enduring appeal, even as they transitioned from Motown to ABC Dunhill Records. Fakir's passing marks the end of an era, but his influence will live on. As we mourn his loss, let's also celebrate the incredible legacy he leaves behind. But what do you think? Did Fakir's music have an impact on your life? Let us know in the comments, and while you're at it, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more tributes like this one. Next, we turn our attention to another devastating loss, this time from the world of British journalism. Becky Barr, a former presenter and reporter for BBC Northwest Tonight, passed away in the early hours of Tuesday, July 23rd, at the age of 46. Barr was not only a respected journalist, but also a trailblazer who made the bold decision to leave a successful television career to become a firefighter. This courageous shift in her life was driven by her desire to make a difference in a different kind of way. But her journey was tragically cut short by an incurable form of abdominal cancer, a battle she fought since last year. Becky Barr's story is a powerful reminder of how unpredictable life can be. She started her career in journalism at the Blackpool Citizen in her early 20s and later worked for Bloomberg News and CNBC in New York, a testament to her talent and drive. Returning to the UK, she joined the BBC in 2013, where she became a beloved figure on Northwest Tonight. But in 2019, after a 20-year career in journalism, she made the surprising and brave decision to switch paths, joining the Lancashire Fire and Rescue Service. Her former colleague, Annabel Tiffin, described her as a fearless and energetic woman who left a lasting impact on everyone she met. Becky's life was one of service, first through her words and then through her actions as a firefighter. Her passing leaves a void not only in the hearts of those who knew her personally, but also in the community she served. She is survived by her daughter Hannah, who will undoubtedly carry on her mother's legacy of strength and resilience. Isn't it amazing how someone can touch so many lives in such different ways? Becky Barr's story is one of inspiration, and it makes us wonder, how will we be remembered? What legacy will we leave behind? Please share your thoughts with us. On a sad note from the world of music, we also say goodbye to Evelyn Thomas, the American singer known for her pivotal role in the high-end arts disco genre. She passed away on Monday, July 22nd, at the age of 70. Thomas first caught the attention of music executives in 1975, and by 1976, she had made a name for herself with the hit Weak Spot. However, it was in 1984 that she truly skyrocketed to fame with the release of High Energy. a track that not only topped the Billboard Dance Club Songs chart, but also became a defining anthem of the high energy movement. What's your favorite Evelyn Thomas track? It's hard to pick just one, isn't it? Her 4-octave range and powerful vocal delivery set her apart in a crowded music scene, making her a cornerstone of the dance music world. Thomas' success was not just a fluke. She worked with some of the best in the business, including producers Ian Levine and Fiacre Trench, who helped craft the sound that would make her a dance floor legend. High Energy wasn't just a hit. It was a moment in music history, a track that captured the spirit of an era when disco was evolving into something new and electrifying. Despite her success, Thomas remained a humble and dedicated artist, always striving to connect with her audience on a deeper level. Her influence can still be felt in the music of today, particularly in the dance and electronic genres that have followed in the footsteps of Hein Erg. Thomas' passing is a great loss, but her music will continue to energize dance floors around the world for years to come. Do you think disco music still has a place in today's world? Let us know in the comments. And if Evelyn Thomas's music ever got you moving, make sure to give this video a like in her honor. Finally, we must also mention the passing of Aldo Puggi, a renowned Italian actor who died on Monday at the age of 89 due to lung complications caused by COVID-19. Puggi's death is a stark reminder that, despite the progress made in battling the pandemic, the virus is still very much a threat. This is not just the loss of another talented artist. It's a poignant reminder that the world we live in is still grappling with an invisible enemy that has taken millions of lives. Puggi's passing is a symbol of the lingering pain that COVID-19 continues to inflict on families and communities worldwide, a pain that cuts even deeper when it claims someone who brought so much joy and emotion to others. Born on April 12, 1935, Puggi was the son of actors and followed in their footsteps, becoming a respected figure in Italian cinema and theater. His upbringing in a family dedicated to the arts was more than just a background. It was the foundation upon which he built a career that spanned decades. From a young age, Puggi was immersed in the world of performance, learning the craft not only through formal education but by observing the intricate dynamics of theater and film from within his own home. This unique environment nurtured his talent, allowing him to develop a deep understanding of character and narrative that would later define his work. Puggi's film debut in the 1960s marked the beginning of a career that would see him work with some of the most significant directors in Italian cinema, including Pietro Germi and Mario Monicelli. His ability to transition effortlessly between genres and characters set him apart in an industry where typecasting was common. Puggi's versatility was his hallmark, and it allowed him to play everything from the brooding anti-hero to the comedic sidekick with equal flair. This range not only demonstrated his skill, but also his deep love for the craft of acting. He approached each role with a commitment that was evident on screen and stage. Whether it was in the critically acclaimed Seduced and Abandoned or the comedy We Want the Colonels, Puggi brought a unique presence to the screen that endeared him to audiences and critics alike. His performance in Seduced and Abandoned is particularly memorable, where he played the role of Pino, a character torn between societal expectations and personal desires. Puggi's portrayal was nuanced, capturing the internal conflict of a man trapped by his circumstances yet yearning for freedom. This role, like many others, showcased his ability to bring depth and humanity to his characters, making them relatable and real to audiences. In We Want the Colonels, Puggi demonstrated his comedic timing and sharp wit, proving that he could excel in lighthearted roles just as much as in dramatic ones. His ability to balance humor with underlying social commentary made him a favorite among directors who sought to create films that were both entertaining and thought-provoking. His work in theater was equally impressive, with notable performances in plays like The Mad Woman of Shiloh and The Man with the Flower in His Mouth. The theater was where Puggi truly came alive as an actor. It was a space where he could engage directly with the audience, feeding off their energy and delivering performances that were often described as electrifying. In The Mad Woman of Shiloh, Puggi played his role with such intensity that audiences were often left speechless, moved by the raw emotion he brought to the stage. His performance in The Man with the Flower in His Mouth was another testament to his rage. Here, he portrayed a man facing the end of his life, bringing a quiet dignity and grace to the role that lingered with audiences long after the final curtain fell. Puggi's contributions to theater extended beyond his performances. He was also involved in the direction and production of several plays, ensuring that the next generation of actors had the opportunity to learn from his wealth of experience. Pucci was not just an actor. He was a storyteller who brought characters to life with authenticity and passion. His approach to acting was deeply rooted in his belief that every character, no matter how small, had a story worth telling. He often spoke about the importance of understanding a character's background and motivations, and he spent countless hours researching and developing his roles to ensure that his portrayal was as authentic as possible. This dedication to his craft earned him the respect of his peers and the admiration of audiences around the world. Pucci's ability to immerse himself in a character's psyche and convey their emotions with such clarity made him a standout in an industry full of talented actors. His contributions to the arts will not be forgotten, and his legacy will live on through the films and plays he left behind. But Pucci's legacy is not just in the roles he played, it's in the lives he touched through his work. His performances brought joy, laughter, and sometimes tears to countless people. They offered a brief escape from reality, a chance to see the world through someone else's eyes, and in doing so, they made the world a little more bearable for those who watched. Pucci's legacy is also in the inspiration he provided to young actors who saw in him the embodiment of what it meant to be truly dedicated to one's craft. He was a mentor to many, offering advice and guidance to those just starting out in the industry, and his influence can be seen in the work of countless actors who followed in his footsteps. What do you think of Pucci's work? If you've ever been moved by one of his performances, share your memories in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss a tribute to the legends who have shaped our world. As we reflect on the lives of these incredible individuals, let's take a moment to appreciate the joy and inspiration they brought into our lives. Their stories remind us that while they may be gone, their art continues to live on, touching hearts and minds in ways that transcend time and place. It's a powerful reminder of the enduring nature of creativity and the impact that one person can have on the world through their dedication to their craft. Which of these legends has impacted you the most? We'd love to hear your stories, so leave a comment below. And remember, life is precious. Let's cherish the memories and the music, the performances and the passion, and honor the legacies of those who have left us. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, the arts provide a refuge, a place where we can find solace and connection. Let's continue to support and celebrate the artists who bring light into our lives, just as Aldo Pucci did for so many years.